Today's short focuses on what's happening to the household savings ratio in the UK. Will there be a savings collapse in the UK economy in the months ahead? The savings ratio measures the percentage of people's disposable incomes, that's income after tax and benefits, people choose to save rather than spend. Now, with energy prices rising, the latest hike, of course, in the energy price cap kicked in on the 1st of October, and with mortgages becoming more expensive, we're likely to see quite a sharp fall in household savings in the months to come. Take a look at this chart. So this chart measures the savings ratio, which is the percentage of disposable income saved rather than spent. During the years 1998 to 2007, just before the financial crisis, just about 7.5% of income was saved, and that rose to just under 8% between the years 2010 and 2019. Then there was a huge surge in the savings ratio in 2020. Of course, that was the first full year of the pandemic and the lockdown. Schemes like furlough gave people a substantial boost to their incomes and kept them in work, and often there was little to spend money on, with travel and tourism and leisure facilities, for example, largely closed. So what we saw was a significant increase in the savings ratio to nearly 14% of household income in 2020. This fell back in 2021, but still remained above 10%. But look what's happened since. Currently, the savings ratio is under 5%, and on this forecast, it's likely to drop below 4% in 23-24. One reason is this rather telling chart. This chart is taken from a survey, consumer survey, where people were asked, would you be able to pay an unexpected bill of £850, perhaps an unexpected energy bill, or so on and so forth. And that figure's gone up. From the autumn 21 to the end of August 2022, that figure's risen from about 27% to over 33%. In other words, about a third of people in the UK say they would be unable to pay an unexpected expense in excess of £850. They simply don't have the savings to be able to do that. Now, people have been taking measures to try to compensate for the surging cost of living. They're spending less on non-essentials. They're using less fuel in their homes. They're trying to cut back on non-essential journeys and things. They're certainly shopping around more to find those bargains. And I've put in there that about 23% of people say that they are using their savings. And I think we can expect that figure to rise in the months ahead. But of course, there's only so much further that you can cut your savings. The National Institute say that if energy bills rise still further in 2023, of course much now depends on the energy price cap introduced by the government, but if energy prices rise further in 2023, we could see millions of households in the UK without any savings. In other words, millions of people living in properties and houses and families where there are literally no savings to help offset or act as a buffer stock when tough times arise. I would be looking at the savings ratio in some detail if I was following the UK economy at the moment.